Facebook Live?
We're gonna try it. We haven't.
Ooh.
So when it fails, it's your fault.
I blame
Yeah,
myself.
thanks for jinxing us.
Yeah, you
We
jinxed
haven't
her.
even started.
You son of a jinx.
You son of a jinx.
Worst episode ever. Who's this idiot in the middle? Get him out.
No, they respond well to the
I
guests.
need to find out where this trap house is. Apparently, someone
me?
I know lives near a trap house, and
What is a trap house?
it's a house where
Ben
drugs
is
are
learning
grown.
so
nice.
much today.
Oh, I thought like
But like she
The-
lives,
the
I know where she
ladies
lives,
that
and she
look
lives
like
like in
men.
a part of Atlanta.
they got
So I'm
like
like,
big old
let me
dicks.
be the guy or the person who decides whether or not it's a fucking trap.
So, is there like any limits to what we can't say on Facebook Live?
Yes.
What can't we say?
Most of the stuff that you say.
Oh,
Content.
are we live?
No,
I gotta get it out.
go ahead. I was waiting.
I can't get it.
Apparently, I'm 25% black. You guys know this?
Since when?
That makes sense.
Fairly recently. According to my
Dick
coworkers,
size.
they are
Oh.
of the opinion that I am 25% black. I'd quote be higher if I ate chicken wings better.
Oh.
I was told
You
that.
can't
better
say
than
that.
chicken
Yeah, you
wings.
can't say that.
Have you tried to do it better?
I mean, I don't.
What
like,
is what would you consider?
I'm not
better?
eating the cartilage, and they don't like that.
No,
Is
the
that-
cartilage
that's what's going
sucks
wrong?
dick.
Do you
Can I
just,
say
are you
that?
one of those that just eats the skin and throws the rest away?
Fuck that! No,
Nice.
God,
Just
What's
why?
like waster over here?
Like fucking Cartman.
You want
just
the skin.
Yeah, like Cartman, he eats all the breading and the skin.
You can
and
live
he
us.
just
We're good.
leaves it.
We're fine.
Gross.
We're gonna be great.
That's gross.
I'm trying to get Frank on here.
I'm assuming that's
Did
what
the
the
both at
last
the
one.
same time?
Yeah.
Nice.
I just assumed.
Frank Caliendo.
We are now
You just need to
live.
speak
Oh,
really
and
loud.
we're sideways.
Are we
Really?
Wait, you can't.
We're like Spider-Man.
I know.
Hashtag one viewer.
That's you.
Dude, one viewer, we are hot.
Well, you're the
hot
one
to
sure.
try.
You know that.
Yeah, I was being sarcastic.
Okay.
Though.
God damn it.
Oh.
I don't know, just that made me.
I was gonna make a really mean joke about if you can show someone getting killed on Facebook, you could probably say things about it.
How's it going?
I have
Still very much sideways.
Sideways.
I'm gonna kill myself on cam.
Just for the one view?
For the, yeah.
Oh,
Dude,
now we're up
worth
to 2.
it.
We're at 2.
Way to
That
pump
can't
up
be
those
good.
views. We just need to talk more about killing people.
Hey,
Views will
whoever-
just-
whoever-
views will just
Yeah,
keep
that was just
climbing.
the government
Yeah.
locking
That was the
on
government,
to
exactly.
verify our existence.
Yeah, they're like, oh, someone said they're gonna
I-
like.
Yeah,
Honestly-
we look at the user count. It says totally not the CIA.
Yeah, totally not FBI guy.
I don't know why we're sideways.
Hey, whoever's looking or whatever.
Whomever.
If it's
Do you want me to
if
finish
it's
it
who I
and
think
try
it is,
again?
send me a text message.
It seems odd.
Nice, there you go.
Not because I don't want to say your name live over the internet.
I don't
Maybe
know.
going live is only allowed if it's
Portrait?
yeah.
That would be disappointing.
Agreed.
Oh.
Sorry.
Hey, buddy!
There are things going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my Captain Space.
I know, I saw it. That's what it made me think of. Yeah, no, I still got the vertical.
How's the Guile theme go again?
The what?
The Guile theme?
Oh,
Alright, I'm gonna delete this one.
you fucking mind flooded me with the.
Oh,
meme
you have one
music.
comment. Never mind. I'm gonna
Sorry.
leave it.
Okay?
Just look it up. I can't think.
He was doing
Who's
the
the
shooting
key?
The
star.
shooting
Nice
star.
for
I
Johnny.
cannot think past that
He
anymore.
says. That was
I actually bought that song to listen to on
You
my own
bought
time.
it?
Do I delete it or post it? What do you want
Who
me to do?
buys songs?
What?
Am I,
Because
am
that's
is
not
it
the
just
video.
me
Want me to
that's
delete it or
incredulous?
post it?
I buy
Does
songs.
what?
Posted,
You
make
bought
people
the
be like,
song.
wait,
That's
Who
all I
does
do.
that anymore?
That's all I do.
Plus, Ben had a
Way to
comment,
do-
so
way to buy
it
things.
wins.
Yeah, I always buy things
You're
because I
such
want
a
to make sure that
responsible
people get.
fucking
I
consumer.
purchase.
I want people to get paid.
Amazon
Oh,
Prime
shit.
Music. I'm all over that now, actually.
There it is.
Somewhat.
Was that Street Fighter?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
That's Guile
Guiles.
theme.
Nice.
And now that's going to naturally transition to Guile theme goes with everything. Look, I didn't even have to type
27?
anything.
Episode 27?
Yep, 2-7.
It's like that guy who sings every song to somebody once told me. Y'all seen those?
Yeah.
It's so funny. Every time it just kills me, even though I know what's gonna happen.
It's the
Fucking
best
love
thing.
those.
It's so
Fucking
great.
best thing ever.
I remember seeing one where it's like every time it's that fucking song, but all the words are in alphabetical order.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and it's just so stupid.
Is that better?
Yep.
That guy kills me.
We're perfect.
Alright.
Way to go. Maddie wins.
Hey Maddie, is there any possible way that you could send me a link?
Up.
To.
The feed.
Okay.
Lift it up just a T, if you can. It's not a big deal. Just to get this similar view of the other device that we're using.
There you go.
Where's the gal theme come in?
Looks great. I like it.
What a bust.
Text Ben,
What
tell
a
him I
bust.
just started the new one.
If the gal theme isn't in the first 5 to 10 seconds of
Right.
your video, we're done.
The video's not good within the first 10 to 15 seconds. No.
Here we go. I know this.
Ow.
I know this one's a fucking winner. I've seen it multiple times.
I really need to get better about saving people's names.
I know.
Nice.
Hey, Brooks, what's the link to watch?
Oh, I have no idea.
It's not coming
There's
up.
no link. You have to be on Facebook.
Alright, back to 2. Hey, Ben. Not that Ben. Other Ben. Ooh, the lag is distracting.
Don't look at the.
No, it's distracting.
Just look at the comments.
Yeah.
Look at everybody like putting swastikas.
All those people talking about how great we are.
You're playing really well.
No, right?
And you get to see it. Alright, well, welcome, nerds. We are a bunch of jerks, and this is episode 27 of Circle Jerk, the show where we talk about video games, gaming, and all the things video games, and board games now in your local GameStop. We have us a new guest, Ben. No, not that Ben. The good
The
Ben.
good Ben.
I guess I'm the good Ben now. Hey.
And we didn't mic him, but it's not a big deal because it's Facebook Living, and who cares?
Yeah.
And what are you gonna do?
I haven't met the guy, so I mean, yeah.
Yeah. So introduce us about you and who you are and why you're here.
Hi, I'm Ben. I met Brooks at GameStop where I used to work. Not
Nice.
there anymore. And so now I'm at Amazon with him as well. And that's how again I met. And then he was like, hey, want to come do a podcast? And I was like, sure.
Is that Edgar?
I was like,
So tell us about yours that you just started and you recorded your very first episode.
that's true. I just started a podcast. We're called Been There, Played That, and we
Like
haven't
it.
we haven't even posted yet, so we're not even a thing. We're in like the planning stages. But essentially, we're gonna do the same thing. I want to get into doing reviews, and then we're just gonna talk about games and movies probably.
Well, this might get boring because it's the same thing.
Sounds
So,
super boring.
Unfortunately.
What you could do is
Dang
just
it.
retitle this, and there you got episode 2.
There
Yeah.
we go.
Yeah,
That
totally
sounds
right.
Plug and play. You can probably
Yeah.
even add
Just throw this in.
faces and. it
Yeah.
wouldn't
Yeah,
be
there's
different.
completely different new people now.
Johnny
That's
would
cool.
really like your podcast because there are a ton of audio cues and stuff. Like you would love it. Like
Yeah.
it's the whole thing almost. Like the editing on there, way too much work.
Yeah, I didn't
for
do
what
any of
we
that.
would do.
Perfect.
I didn't do any of
Yeah,
that.
Johnny would like it a lot because
I
that's
would.
exactly what he was complaining about.
Nice.
So today we have a couple things. I mean, I think the obvious biggest thing that we're going to talk about is the SNES Classic.
SNES.
Oh.
That is a guarantee. It was funny. Is like
SNES.
we've been knowing about this for a while, but it was never necessarily confirmed. And then Nintendo confirmed it to some GameStop employees, which I thought was really funny. It was a
Did they
handful
really?
of behind closed door events GameStop event, which I thought was interesting.
That is interesting.
They still have events.
I would assume
They still have money for
they
events.
still have money for events.
Oh.
They
I mean, I guess at $24
share.
a share.
I mean, you can afford it.
Yeah.
So
Maybe they just felt pity for them.
I
We'll
don't
just give
know.
them
I
this.
think it's because the Switch
They
is
felt bad
doing
for 'em.
so well because everything is focused more on the physical than the digital aspect of it. So that's what I'm assuming that the partnership is growing with Nintendo as opposed to the others where it might be decreasing. But
Nintendo
GameStop
stop.
has tried a couple of unique things where when you buy the combo of the game pre-owned and the DLC, you get a discount, which makes sense. It's smart. It's like we know that this is happening. This is something we're trying to do to slow it down, I guess is the word.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Ben, you have the NES Classic,
I did.
and you got it day one.
Fucking bastard.
Of course.
Oh, I should have.
And
Working at GameStop benefits, right?
that the only one that you get to give them your money.
The only one.
So when you heard about the SNES, like you already had from what I understand, a very good time with your regular NES. So
Oh, yeah.
were you immediately like, yeah, this is definitely happening?
Oh yeah, I knew the second the NES Classic was announced. I was like, how long before they're gonna announce the SNES Classic?
Right.
It was just inevitable. Like assuming it did well, which I was like, how's this not going to do well?
Right.
And then they did not meet demand at all. Their supply, all their
Correct.
supply issues, all of that crap. So I was like, okay, so let's see when they do the NES Classic, because I was pretty sure they were gonna do
They,
the SNES Classic at that point.
Yeah, they had already confirmed a couple of things, specifically the cord link on the controller is not going to be an issue. Did you ever get any wireless controllers for yours, or were you fine with
they
those little
suck.
baby wired
Yeah, they're
ones?
terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a secondary controller, which is nice because doesn't the SNES Classic come with two?
Two controllers.
Comes with two automatically.
Mhm,
That's
mhm.
Yeah, I got a wireless one just because the main reason I got it was I was like, oh, this would be nice to play old games on an HD TV. I was like, that's really nice. But then I got the cord and I pulled it out and I was like, how's this going to happen? Because my chair is a little bit farther away from my TV than like 2 inches.
Right.
So I did get a wireless one and lots of issues with that. Lag being one.
That's
Just-
what I heard. Was
Yeah, just
discrepancy. Of,
Yeah, you're trying to jump and you like if you're playing Mega Man and you're freaking getting shot by everything and dying, falling in pits. And,
Did you go through and play like each game, or were you mainly focused on the ones that you liked?
I hit the ones that I liked first off, and then after that I went to ones that I hadn't played. They had what was on there? Was a Double Dragon is on there? I never grew up playing that one, so so I completely missed out on that one. So I played Double Dragon and actually really liked it. Most of them on there I had played growing up, but there were a couple on there that I didn't play as much. My brothers played, like Bubble Bobble. I never played it a whole lot.
How many games were on the NES Classic?
30.
30. Okay, so we
And
got
like
21 on the
A
SNES
lot
Classic.
of good ones.
And more
too.
expensive.
Right.
Man, I should have gotten that right off the bat. I played that 2 weekends ago. I was playing the NES Classic. And I was like, what a freaking waste of my time to not buy this thing.
Right.
What'd you play on it?
Super Tecmo Bowl.
Nice, yeah.
I was so hyped on that. I was like, just for this, I should have bought it. But I just assumed that they wouldn't be doing it for, what, a year?
Right.
So fucking
Tecmo Bowl is actually awesome. For Christmas, I took it to my house, and my nephews, who are like 5 and 6, were playing it. And they're like, "Oh, this is so cool!" And I was wondering how like little kids
Right.
would react to it, because I mean, I grew up playing it, and so they were playing it. And I was like, "Oh, this is awesome!" They
It's
like
cool
it.
that they're not like, why doesn't it look exactly like
they
this?
don't.
This is so
They don't
Right.
immediately go and touch the screen.
Why can't I
Yeah.
see his pores? I
Why
want to
don't they
see the
respond?
pores.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
But I think that I was surprised on how much it sold that quickly for them to not have any units. 2.3 million.
Yeah.
That's nothing.
that is
That's like
nothing.
That's very impressive based on the amount of time it was out, and I don't know where they were selling them. I know that you guys got 2 every other week.
Not even that frequently.
Yeah,
Way
I mean
less
it's
than
like
that.
it was. So I don't know how they were selling or where. How much is it selling on Amazon right now?
Oh, shit. Selling for $250 right now.
Worth it? No, it's not.
I'm actually. Oh,
Just be patient, Chris. Don't.
They're not gonna re-release it.
Yeah, they're discontinued.
They're done.
Yep.
But
I'm fucked.
do you think that they'll bring those games?
Is it
to the
even worth
Switch?
it? Yeah, just get a
Yes.
Switch
Yes, well, absolutely. on Switch.
for the virtual console, man.
Well,
God damn.
they might bring because the SNES classics are all remastered as well, correct? To fit on the HD screen and look good.
Yeah.
So it would make sense that
Do they still got that setting that you could set it sideways? Like the
Set it
orientation? That I used to have for the PS2, it used to be like classic games. It was just really weird disc. I think it was bootleg. But you could set it horizontally or landscape, I guess. So that way you could play like that.
why would
Oh,
one-
like laying down.
Like laying down.
Nice.
That was literally
so
an
that
option.
way like you didn't get disorientated. I don't know. I just remember
So you
I
can
used
be
it all the
optimal
time.
lazy, just and,
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
and then you're just shoveling the bugles directly in your mouth. Out
You're just like
Yeah, exactly.
breathing them instead of having to
Yeah.
lift your
yeah.
right.
Why would you have to lift your whole
Bugles. That's disgusting.
That was rather
Combos.
odd.
Oh, stop.
bugles?
I
So-
like bugles.
Bugles.
I
Combos.
don't
I
like
used to put bugles
either.
on your fingers and
All the
pretend
time.
you- Yeah. I was like,
That's
It's
half
so
the fun of
gross.
buying.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I used to have really rednecky neighbors that they would do that, but with olives, and it was just
What?
They would
that
shove
with
olives
Really?
on their
You
Shove
take
them
fingers.
on your
black
fingers?
olives, you put them on
Ugh.
your fingers.
That's
That's
awesome.
fucking gross.
It's fucking gross.
That's
Well,
so
olives
not-
olives are gross in general.
No, olives are delicious.
Olives are okay. but
They're
not
saucy.
off of people's fingers.
Yeah, that'd be
Well, I'm
kind of
not
hard
eating
to...
them off of other people's fingers.
Maddie, I liked
know,
you
my
for so
fingers.
long. Like, you were a cool dude in my brain.
Chris,
until this
don't
comment.
even say that the olives knock me down.
Yeah, they
No.
do.
Shut
They're
up.
fucking gross.
Well, you're old, so whatever.
Oof. Well, you're not young.
Ooh.
She means it. She's really
Hey, it's like the
aggressive.
olive theory in Big Bang, or not Big Bang Theory.
Don't
I know
mention
your
that
mother.
show.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, you follow me. Hey, one leg.
It's not like I put pineapple on my pizza.
Right?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
gross.
Yeah, that'd be a war crime according to the Geneva Accords. So
Dirty Hawaiian.
at least you're
Yeah.
not
I'm kidding.
invented by a Canadian actually.
Rwanda?
Was it?
The
Yeah,
the
the-
Hawaiian pizza that was invented by a Canadian.
Ah, damn Canadians.
Man, they just think everything can fly. So, another update is Modern Warfare is coming out by itself.
Yeah, I wanted to talk. I was gonna bring that up.
Yeah.
I thought it was interesting.
Everybody got had. All those people who bought that expensive.
Everybody
Right,
got
right.
had. Yeah,
I think it's
And it's still expensive at this edition.
$40.
that's
Yeah.
disgusting.
And it's weird. It's weird that it's not coming with all the maps, because they actually had a couple different map packs coming out later or whatever. But it's 16 maps, and it's weird that it's $40 and it's launching in June because that was what they were doing. We have it.
Because Activision likes money.
I mean, they do, and I mean, it was just really weird. I don't know who's gonna buy it. I would have loved to know their sales whenever it does come out, but I don't expect it to be too
I would say
impressive.
pitiable at best.
No, it's the same reason,
Pitiable.
like you said, for Crackdown. People only bought it because of the Halo beta.
Yeah,
Mm.
but what's weird is like this one isn't coming with anything. It's just
I know, it's just the standalone stupidity.
Which is
when the version
super
released on the deluxe edition, when it came
Yep.
with the last Call of Duty,
Yep.
that version was $80 and it came 2 games.
Two
Or was it
games.
$100?
No, it's 80.
It was 80.
You're right.
So that in that version, Modern Warfare was essentially 20 if you're paying 60 for the core
Right.
game. So now you're paying double that. So
They're-
it's like the double middle finger to everybody. It's like, oh, you bought this version? Oh, now it's double the price and it's by itself. You're welcome, world.
Suck a dick, right?
Yeah,
Suck a dick.
you like it?
Yeah, it's what you want, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, they're
exactly.
basically punishing you for not pre-ordering.
Oh yeah, that's what it feels like.
You gotta get the pre-order, man.
That's really heavy.
What's also kind of weird is it's saying it's coming to PS4.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't mention the Xbox.
Hashtag exclusive.
Oof.
Yeah.
That
I wonder how much PlayStation had to pay for that.
I mean, I know they've had the partnership that might have been in the cards already, but the article on IGN doesn't even mention a ETA for Xbox people,
Whoa.
which is just
Weird.
weird. I don't know. Only other news thing, Rockstar was having issues lately
Open
with
4.
the single player mods. They were trying to
Open
do
4.
cease and desist. Like, well, what?
So, Rockstar is the publisher or something? I don't know. But Open 4 is basically the company, they wrote the code or something, and they were not okay with people making mods for GTA 5. They wanted payment because they're like, well, it's our code, you know. But I don't know. People were really upset about it. They were upset at Rockstar, which is a little dumb, because Rockstar is actually negotiating on the consumer's behalf to say, hey, just make it free. Like, people put effort into it. You know, you're making money off the sweat of other people's back.
So,
so it's the publisher
Is
of
it-
the game?
so
it's not the publisher.
Take
it's something
Two.
where Take Two,
Take Two,
the sub company Open 4.
So the distributor.
parent
something.
company.
Yeah.
Parent
They're-
company, yeah.
The Take Two is the parent company. Rockstar is the child.
Yeah.
And then the poop is
Open 4.
yeah. So that's the situation.
Or Open IV, I don't know.
Open that IV.
Open, yeah. It was
And put
it's
in-
a bad, weird situation.
It sounds like Bethesda's thing where they talked about how they're gonna have like the paid mods thing
Yeah.
for the
The thing
6-year-old
is-
game. Like, who wants that? Like, what is the point?
The
of
thing
that?
is, though, like, for an awesome game like GTA 5, that game's really cool. The fact that you cannot make content for multiplayer is like...
Yeah.
I mean, they do add a lot of free content, I'll give them that, but sometimes you just want, you know, the little things, like play as a horse.
lightsaber.
Lightsabers.
Jesus.
Jesus, play as Jesus.
I'd love to play this.
You know, or the one where, like, the cars... You're
Nope.
essentially a magnet, and the cars just
Think
drive
about
off the
think
road.
about it for a second.
That's
Everybody's
awesome.
dead, and you can resurrect them, and fly around, and
Yeah.
you turn bodies of water into wine.
They had a really cool single player mod
That'd be
where you
awesome.
could play as a cop. instead of a bad guy?
No joke. All right, for real. I was on Twitch, and I never go on Twitch, but I was on Twitch like 3 or 4 weekends ago, watching this guy living his life inside the game as a cop for real. He was arresting people. Like,
Yeah,
was like fine $500 for reckless endangerment, and he's like, "Son, do you understand the charges that are before you?" Like, I forgot what the dude's name is. It was.
That's incredible.
He went so into it. Like, he was just like, "All right, now we're going back on patrol."
Yeah, dude, and if you imagine, imagine a group of people playing it, but, like, the really hardcore RPers, you know, they'd have the whole code, like, the police code, like, we got
Yeah.
1487.
Yeah. And he would still, like, use, like, the player name. So, all right, we're looking for Miss Kitty 258. I've heard that she likes to patrol this area in a red Dodge Dart. Miss Kitty is known to be dangerous.
Like,
yeah.
Big Chief
Yeah, like,
Keef.
yeah, exactly. Like,
Eat my giant puss. 46.
Dank Scroats.
Yeah, Dank
42.
Scroats.
That's incredible.
Raider and Vader.
I forgot what that guy's name was. I should probably give him a cite because that was.
How long did you do that for?
I watched it for like 45 minutes, but like you could see his schedule at the bottom of his Twitch channel,
Yeah.
and he would do it from like 5 p.m. to like 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah, man.
Great.
Dude, streaming's no joke.
It was amazing.
Streaming's no joke.
So Ben said that in July you can play Call of Duty on the Xbox if you want to.
Oh, hey Ben.
Oh, hey, Ben.
So
He texted me and he told me to get off my phone. I look unprofessional. I'm like, fuck off. Chris has been on his iPod since he got here.
Yeah, I gotta figure out the guy's.
he's got to buy his NES Classic.
At $250, I really don't know if I can bring myself to do that. Can somebody just hook a brother up?
You would feel like trash after doing it.
I don't know. I waste money on much worse things.
So no other real news segments, but what have you guys been playing lately?
Super hot.
Super
Magica
hot.
2 and Magica 2.
Maikoto.
Yeah. Great games. Super hot's so much fun. It's a little scary sometimes.
Did you know which one that one is, Chris? It's the one that we saw more, I think, on VR from on Beyond. They were talking to the people about it a while ago.
It's like
I'll show you what it looks like.
it's
It's awesome.
It's a first person like action game, but it's really neat because if you're not moving, neither is time. So you know
That's
you,
kinda- that's kind of cool.
your
Oh, yeah,
objective,
yeah.
it's to kill a bunch of like red guys, and you can do it like with the slow mo.
Oh, I closed. Oh, sorry.
You can do it with the
Did
slow
it,
mo.
did it like just come out?
No, it's been out for a while, but it went on sale.
Oh, that's cool.
But like it's very stylish because at the end you see the replay in like
It's also a
regular
VR
speed.
game. That's
Mhm.
where it got some of the hype. But it's very cool because you very strategically decide how you're going to attack a room.
It looks like Mirror's Edge with all the red guys and the white walls.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's very good. Magica 2, I'm sure you guys have heard of. It's just stupid wizards. Oh, a lot of fun, endless fun. You kill each other all the time and you don't even care. It's the greatest.
With magic powers and all?
With magic powers. It's like
Yes.
sometimes you have the ability to like cast spells on yourself. And sometimes you could just like drop a fucking meteor on yourself.
on your own face.
Yeah, and
Die.
it's just you just die and you laugh because it's so dumb.
That sounds super fun, actually.
It's a lot of fun. I do have one qualm about it. You can only play it with friends. You need to play with
so
people.
multiplayer only.
Multiplayer only.
Mhm.
But it's fun. I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't want to play it with a friend, but
Right.
it's still pretty fun.
That stinks. You can't like play it by yourself. Like
Yeah,
if
because
no friends are
I
around.
kind of wanted to the other day, and I saw, and I was like, I don't want to join with randos.
Yeah.
Gross.
Gross.
I think that's what my problem is right now with video games in general is that I'm not playing multiplayer like I used to. I think that's why I'm just not happy right now with like video games in general. And you guys invited me to Killing Floor, forgot to download it, so I downloaded it
Nice.
overnight. But that game looks spooky scary. Is it
It's
spooky
not.
scary?
It's
not
not
at all
spooky
spooky.
scary.
Or scary.
It's so great. It's so
You'll
great.
love it. It's a lot of fun. It is exactly what you like to do. Just run into a crowd.
Oh, okay.
So you can
so that's
either
good.
have like a melee weapon, like Chris
Firebug.
walks around as it's like a gladiator. Is pretty much what he looks like. He's got a shield and like a little
Mhm.
thingy, and he just destroys. And then we have me and Kami in the back healing, and then you have Paul running around looking like Tracer, pretty much playing as Tracer. Got a little
Nice.
SMG and just skating around. But it's cool because it's up to 6 people
Alright.
against a bunch of zombies, so it's a lot of fun.
So I can do full tank,
Yeah.
and that won't ruin team composition or anything. Sweet.
Nope. It'll help because you'll draw aggro, and each
The-
like perk is it's more of a class,
Mhm.
and then each class has different things when you level them up, and then you can add perks as well.
Can I be
which
that
is very
preacher, or is that
Yeah.
tank character guy?
Well, you pick your human, what the human looks like. You can customize your human, and then you pick the class. Which
What kind of character is that? Chris is Chris playing as?
I don't know. He's in like a armor outfit, so I can't really tell what he is.
SWAT man.
Because there was also a guy who looked a little bit like me, so I was like, eh.
Oh, the ginger. I played because I played that game for the free weekend.
Yeah.
There was a dude that was ginger.
Yeah,
If that's what you mean, he looked like
he
you.
was like a biker dude.
Like really,
Yeah, something like that.
really, really handsome.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, that was him.
That sounds
Yeah.
right.
How do you like? I think the slow mo in that game is done very well.
It's very neat. So it's like randomly, if you get a big explosion of a lot of dead zombies, or you get a headshot, it'll slow mo, and then you can kind of continue it if you continue the headshots, which is very neat. But the whole team gets the slow mo, which
that's
is very
kinda cool.
neat. So it's like one of your teammates will do it, and then you guys can kind of like in that time.
Yeah,
try
they made it in such a way that it's not fucking annoying.
No.
It's actually like you get in, you're like yes.
Gameplay is like, I mean, the game would be tough to pay $40 for.
Very.
Because it's literally the same thing every time, but so is Overwatch. So, but it's a lot of fun. I think you'll enjoy it with us, and it allows for every type of player. There's not really like a sniping character. There's a sharpshooter, but nobody really picks it because that's not the kind of gameplay it is. So even Ross, he walks around with 2 revolvers. So that's his character that he plays as. But
A lot of fun.
Is
a
there
lot of fun.
It's like SM or a MG, like a.
You could get you
Yeah.
could get those.
Well, that's another thing. Is like you kind of go like at the end of the round, you go into the bank and you can purchase guns, you can purchase armor, ammo, grenades, that kind of stuff. And you have certain guns that are better for your class, and then like so there's certain guns that the alternate.
Yeah,
trigger
but you
is-
can use just about any gun unless it specifically says no.
Yeah.
Like, but you could buy just about.
You
every
can buy an
weapon.
RPG even if you're not the fire dude.
Isn't it awesome? Like PlayStation Plus. Like I'd never play this
Yep.
game. I'd
Yep.
never buy this game. But that sounds like
I mean, when
For
we
free?
didn't know
Yeah.
what Rocket League was, but like I'm not gonna play soccer with
Soccer
cars.
cars.
I'm gonna play
Soccer
soccer
cars.
cars. But yeah, no, this is a perfect example of, especially with it being multiplayer. I think that helps, and then getting other like the opposite, Life is Strange. Both that's it, like they pair well together.
yeah, I already done bought.
Speaking of Cars, we saw Cars 3.
We did.
Was it
How
good?
was that?
Very racist.
Johnny didn't like it as much as I did, but I
It was
mean,
pretty
Racist?
racist.
Well,
yeah.
he's a non-white, so
yeah.
Yeah. There's some parts
B
that I was
grade
like,
tier.
and then they did it again, and I was like, that was totally intentional. And then by the third time, I was like,
now on a scale of 1 to Transformers robot that always talks jive, where were we?
almost
That
on
one's rough.
par, a little bit
So-
under that.
just a
Were the Hispanic
okay,
cars wearing sombreros?
This is no spoilers, but there's a part where like there's a
They all die?
sad Mexican car that looks like a lowrider, of course.
See.
And they're like, "What's wrong, Ramon?" And he's like,
Ramon.
"I'm feeling homesick." And then they play mariachi music.
Oh
and
yeah,
they show him like
because he's Hispanic.
and they show him like a picture of like a shitty rundown village, like a pueblo, and it's like, come on, you know. And the name of like the other character, her name is Cruz, like Cruz, but it's a car, so it's funny because you're like cruising.
like Tom.
That wasn't racist, but it was just stupid.
Could be.
I mean,
I've always thought that Cars is the weakest franchise of the bunch for Pixar. This just-
also
This
Toy
is
Story
reinforces
3.
that.
I've never seen it. I also saw that one
Oh,
yesterday.
that's
Very good.
sad fuel.
Oh, I fucking
All the emotions.
bawled.
Yeah.
It was
Single.
disgusting.
Yeah, it's good.
I did not like Spanish Buzz. What the fuck is up with that?
Spiny.
What's up with that?
Oh, that,
Pixar?
No, that show was amazing. I'm sorry.
No.
See?
It was like they're all.
Spiny.
He went in on it. I love it.
I did not like it.
It was like straight out of Telemundo. It was awesome.
That is.
That's why
So-
I didn't like it.
Team Woody or Team Buzz?
Ooh, that's tough.
Team Woody. Team Woody. Come
Team Slinky Dog.
Right.
No,
I was
do you know
like,
what I
Woody,
hate?
too.
Mr. Potato Head is always like the first to turn on Woody. Did you notice that? Every
Just in
single
the first
movie.
movie.
No, the third one too.
Does he?
He's like, you're a fucking piece of garbage. He doesn't say you're a fucking piece of garbage, but
Tom Hanks.
Toy
like, you
Story
fucking
After
piece of
Dark.
yeah.
I would love to hear the rated R version of Toy Story.
I think Robot Chicken's done that a couple of times.
Oh yeah,
Oh, they really-
Oh, yeah.
They have done
Oh
that.
yeah.
Also, that's another thing that Tom Hanks needs to do is like go back and redo the dialogue in all the movies he's ever been, but like a rated R dialogue. Like he's like big, and it's like they cut to darkness after that girl goes to sleep over, and he's like, and it just cuts to darkness, and you're like, boobs are awesome. Like that would be great. I need that in my life.
Yeah. Oh, but it was really good, but I really hated that I saw it. If that makes sense.
Cars?
Because I've
No,
only
that's
Toy Story
Three.
1 was like my movie forever. I saw the second one and I was like, okay, that's good. It wasn't sad.
Yeah, it just
It
kind of
It wasn't sad.
The third one though,
fit into a
third one has been out for I don't know how many years. I've avoided it like the plague. And then Maddie's like, we gotta see it, and it was so sad.
Why'd you avoid it?
Because I didn't want to
'Cause
be
you didn't wanna
sad.
be sad.
I get sad really easily. I know it sounds stupid, but like with movies like that, I get super sad.
Yeah,
You know how like people like to get scared? I like to get sad in the same way.
No,
it makes me feel
I
Good
fucking
at the
hate
end.
it.
Yeah.
like I don't like
No.
scary movies. But
I
like
woke
sad
up this
movies.
morning and I was still thinking about it, and I was like, I hate this.
You're like,
Yeah.
You're like, everyone dies, everything ends.
life is impermanent.
Maddie
Everything
like
is-
rolls over and she's like, go cry yourself to sleep on the couch again. Fucking
She's
nerd.
like, let me just sleep.
Jesus, grow some nuts. Go sleep on the couch.
You're getting my pillowcase wet, bitch.
So, all right. So, I mean, is there any games that you guys are excited about, like that is coming out even just the next 2 months?
No, not in the
I'm
next
starting to
2
feel like not only am I dealing with no sports going on, because I'm sorry, but fuck baseball. The only point of it is to drink and watch the game, be
Eat hot
drunk while
dogs.
doing it, and hot dogs.
I had a hot dog today.
But now I'm like looking at like
Okay.
game releases too, and I'm like, but what am I gonna do? Like, there's nothing for me to do.
Well, we have our beta coming up July
true.
10th or something like that.
That's a thing.
And then the game will be here in September, which
September.
is
what
very
game?
exciting.
Destiny.
Oh.
That's right.
2K in September as well. Which I saw you playing 2K16
Oh,
again.
because it's free. 'Cause
Yeah.
Thank you, PlayStation Plus.
Yeah,
That
that was a big win last June.
But that's what I'm saying. Like and I've got my best ever roster still set in there. So
Nice.
I just go on. Like last night, my goal was to get 50 points with Shaq.
How'd it go?
Did not happen.
All right.
I always do a random team selection.
Okay.
And the roster that I set was the best teams, like the best players ever played for that team.
Okay.
So I got
Good idea.
I got the Bucks, and that meant I was going up against Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And
But at the time, what was his name? Lou Alcindor? Something like that.
yeah, whatever. Yeah, that I know.
Yep.
Yeah, but yeah, he was defending Shaq quite well,
Nice.
and it's quite.
I started a new franchise where they actually added something in this year, which I didn't know about until I was watching the 2K TV.
Mhm.
But they allowed for expansion teams. So they added 6 more teams. I did a franchise draft, fantasy draft, to allow for, not only is it going to like get rid of just having Golden State and having the Cavs, but
yeah.
now it has the NBA Classics teams. So there's 4 different Jordans in the league. There's 3 different Kobes in the league. There's a bunch of Shaqs. I mean, there's 4 Robert Horrys, just randomly on different teams. There's like Mike Bibby's there. So it's my first
Which
game.
version is this?
2K17.
Okay, so should I do this now or should I wait for 18?
Nah, just wait. I mean, we're 2 months from it or 3 months from it. I would wait. But it's just really neat because, of course, smart people have went out and created the community-based stuff. So I downloaded the Duke team. I'm playing as Duke. That's pretty obvious. I put all the Duke players on the team that have ever existed on Duke. And then I downloaded the
That must have been
Supersonics.
it's like a history project.
Yeah, it was fun. I actually really enjoyed it.
1985.
So the Seattle Supersonics, which is a team that used to exist, downloaded that because I feel like they should appear again. I think that'd be
I
nice.
agree.
I downloaded the Big Baller brand team that somebody created with the jerseys, with the court looking really cool. There was an NWO team. Shout out to Ben. They'll like that.
NWO team.
Really?
Yeah, someone made it. The court looks awesome. It's black and white,
Oh,
and
that's
then the
pretty
jerseys
fucking
have
sweet.
NWO on
That's
it. It
pretty
looks awesome.
Sweet.
Great.
And then so they were like all awesome community made stuff. So I think I may have added another like college team or something. But
But the problem with that is like I can't guarantee myself my starting 5.
yes, you can
Can I get?
trade override. That's how I got all my Duke players because I couldn't guarantee that I was going to get them. So I had to trade players for players. So, like Kyrie was picked because my first pick, I don't remember. I don't know. At some point, I had to trade like Gerald Henderson for Kyrie.
Yeah,
and then with
'cause-
trade override, they just got to take it.
Because my first overall's got to be like probably A. Jordan or at least Allen Iverson from the 76ers.
Oh, good pull.
Yeah. Well, that's my favorite point guard of all time. He will always be.
Did you watch? I know this is basketball cast. We'll
Sorry,
apologize. I'm sorry, everyone.
Sorry.
Did you watch the Big Three yet?
I saw
So good.
I saw pictures of it,
So good.
but it looks like it just
So
it-
good.
for real. Like
I love it.
Sports
It hit a
ball.
nostalgia button with me. I was like,
So good.
oh,
I got to see Corey Maggette play basketball
Allen
again.
Iverson's playing
Duke
basketball.
guy. So, and he's like 80. So it's 3-on-3 teams, and Ice Cube created a league to where only people over 30 can be in it, and it's just 3-on-3, and it's previous NBA players that are all in the same squad again. And they play on Fox Sports, so it's a legit thing, and they have 4-point shots. So it's like they know it's being goofy. It's a little bit more.
They're more having fun than
that
they
sounds
are.
They're having
Yeah.
fun, but it's also way more competitive to where if they call a foul, you better have hurt them because that's how they used to play back in the day.
Yeah.
It's like,
Right.
so the fouls are a lot more obvious, or just no fouls, just because be a man and don't do it. But the games have all been really close, which is really good too. And we're done with basketball cast. I'm sorry, but basketball. I love basketball.
But like,
Russ for MVP. Russ for MVP.
like we really,
Shut up, Brooks.
He won.
you
Why
really,
Russ?
It won.
you need to watch the Celtics versus Lakers.
The 30 for 30.
Oh my god, I've been watching that.
So back to video games.
Sorry
Yes.
about that.
IGN had a top 10 RPGs worlds of our time, all time.
Let's hear.
So I wanted to go through it and see what you guys would add, what you guys would remove.
You know how you guys talked about basketball just now?
Yeah, same right.
Bye.
I like the one where actually I would put
Hey,
2K
Chris,
in here
what
because
about
it is an
Fable?
RPG.
That's like the one though, isn't it?
I'd put 2K as number
So
one.
top 10
Oh, that's not an RPG.
worlds.
Yes, it is.
It is not.
Yes,
that.
it is.
No.
Yes, it is.
If you can show me the algorithm and at least have the shots of the basketball based on dice rolls, then I'd give it to you.
Wait, do you do that in Skyrim?
No. The damage is multiplied like that sometimes.
So stupid.
Morrowind.
So now who's stupid?
Morrowind used to be like that.
What about in the 7th version of Skyrim that they released, maybe they'll have that as like a
Maybe,
mod
totally.
that you can get. So
They had one
number
of those for
10,
Fallout.
New Eden in EVE Online. I have no opinion.
I've never.
No.
But I do
I heard
like.
it's very good though.
I do want to buy the history of EVE Online. There's like a book coming out about like.
This is old, right?
Yeah, it's like
Oh,
super
it's
old.
fucking
But
old.
they do all sorts of crazy shit. Like there was a guy who set up a bank for all the users of EVE Online, and then literally one day just said "fuck it" and took all the money, bought the world's most like crazy
Weapon.
warship, and said, "Just come at me. Anybody who wants to come at me because
That's
your
awesome.
money is now mine."
I feel like there was a story that they had of what people have spent the most in-game currency on,
Correct.
and I
That-
feel like there was
that was
something a
probably-
part of
That
That's
game,
always
dude.
one.
People
That
like
is
you think
definitely,
people spend money on WoW. Anybody that plays Eve, that
Yep.
is a
That was
financial
definitely on
fucking
the list.
investment right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, that's the only thing I know about it.
So number
Yeah.
9, I don't even know. I don't know this game. Sosaria / Britannia in Ultima?
No, never played it.
Never played
Sounds
it.
Japanese.
I don't know. Number 8, I thought this was a little low. Pokemon World. I thought it'd be higher on the list.
At least it's on the
There's
list.
probably gonna be some really good RPGs on there then, because
Yeah.
Pokemon's a pretty. fun
Number 7, the Witcher area, the continent,
I like that.
which, I mean, it's 3 games in. It's got its worth.
Oh, it's very magical.
Which this is kind of crazy. This I think is just because it's recent, but Bloodborne in Yarnum. Number
Bloodborne's
6.
on there?
Bloodborne's
Number
Yarnum
six?
is number 6.
Well, it is-
I mean, it
it's pretty
looks
great.
awesome.
Yeah,
I haven't even
Um,
played Bloodborne.
the history. Not the
It was free on
history,
PlayStation
the-
Plus.
Was it?
You had
I missed out on that.
You might have missed
I
out.
heard it's Dark Souls-ish.
It is.
It is.
slower.
It's not for me.
Yeah, I didn't play Dark. I played Dark Souls a little bit.
Not
didn't-
slower.
didn't
It's
like
not
it.
slower
No,
at
it's
all.
not slower.
I
The
get-
staggers-
I get such crap for not
It's
liking
Dark Souls, but no shields.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
And
it-
powers doesn't it have powers?
Not really. I mean, you get guns.
You get guns. I
Yeah.
thought they had like powers somehow.
They got like this new stagger system instead of shields. Whatever. We'll
Yeah.
Yeah,
we're pressed for time.
You're like, I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Number 5 is something that Ben would know. Evilize.
Why would I
Final
know that?
Fantasy Tactics, Vagrant Story, Final Fantasy 7.
That's 12.
Sorry, 12.
Roman
sorry.
numerals.
I
Chris,
assumed
the way
that
you
you would have
looked at
known
us.
the Final Fantasy based on the rest of us here, which we don't care about Final Fantasy.
No.
So
Yeah. Final
Um,
Fantasy 12 is supposed to be coming out or re-releasing, which I never played the original Final Fantasy 12. Or did anyone play the original Final Fantasy 12?
Sigil,
No.
Planescape Torment. So I thought this list was kind of crummy. I thought
Yeah.
like
That
we
was
could have
really
created-
bad.
Pretty lame list
But
so far,
I mean,
honestly.
maybe these are like the super hardcore RPG dudes, and so they're telling us
Is
that
World
we're
of Warcraft
stupid.
one of these?
Would you be slower? Tamriel, which is your Elder Scrolls.
Elder
of the
Scrolls,
nerds.
Yeah, I assume.
And then number 2, Azeroth. You're
Azeroth,
welcome.
thank you.
And then number 1, Dark Souls, the Lordran.
What?
Yeah, number 1.
I don't know about that.
So weird list. That's why I brought it up. Is like not a good list.
Who wrote it?
I just
I don't
closed
agree with hardly any of
I
that
closed it. I don't know.
Jesus.
I have no idea. But
Well-
what would you guys? I mean, obviously we would remove at least 5
5
of those.
Yeah,
So
all of
I would
them.
assume you would have put Final Fantasy VII Remake World because you seemed like you really enjoyed that.
Yeah, Final Fantasy
What is that
7
one?
I think would definitely be. I think even Final Fantasy 6 maybe more than 7.
What is the name of that
Of what?
world?
In Final Fantasy 7?
Yep.
It doesn't have a name.
Mm.
It has locations, but I don't think they ever actually give.
PlayStation.
I don't think they ever actually give an official name to the world.
Oh, interesting.
I think even with interviews with the director, I think he just said it's on Earth. And we're like Earth in the future, Earth in the past, or something. And I was like, oh, okay.
Or the
But it-
sci-fi cop-out.
Yeah,
Terra.
like it literally doesn't have a name. They never call it anything.
Parallel universe.
Okay.
They literally call it the world. It's all
Fair
it's ever
enough.
referred to as the world.
So I guess we would agree that we would put the world.
The
on
world.
the
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 world.
world is a
RPG.
classic RPG setting.
This
Ah.
fucking mortal coil that we call life is pretty up there because we're
Mortal
all
Coil
just. This is just a
is a,
simulation. It's all just an RPG.
It's all
Right.
simulation, bro.
Warlock move?
What?
I think it's a
What-
Warlock move.
What?
Mortal Coil?
Yes.
Yeah.
What?
Not that no one knows that. Not that we're talking about it on live television.
No.
Nope. Well, so what else? Chris, what was your your had your favorite
Well,
RPG, JRPG last year? Do you remember the name of it?
Shit, I don't know.
Odin Sphere.
Odin.
Odin
Yeah,
Sphere.
I just
He was
remembered.
actually gonna get it. I
Yeah,
think he was
it
about
was.
to get it, and then he took
Yeah,
it.
because I was like, and because my reasoning was, I like Norse.
Odin.
I like Norse mythology and Odin, so therefore Odin Sphere is my JRPG.
I don't remember the name of that world.
Guys, we gotta really talk about how ridiculously detailed that whole list got. We need to calibrate. There needs to be a middle ground between
How crazy
Botswana.
was the
between best
Hang
game.
over here.
Yeah, like we can have more than just best game of the year, but also we don't need to have best sound design and best soundtrack.
But it was 2K.
Like
We didn't have best soundtrack.
I don't know, whatever it was.
But I mean, 2K won best sound.
Well, no, it didn't.
No,
So-
Dark Souls did because you guys suck.
Well,
Dark Souls.
just recording the sound of a
Fable
basketball
needs to be
bouncing
up
on a
there.
court
StarCraft needs to be up there. StarCraft's not really RPG though. Warhammer.
Fable
I
isn't
mean,
really an
Warhammer-
RPG either. I mean, debatably. If you
Yeah.
say Fable's an RPG, it's like saying Legend of Zelda's an RPG.
No, but at least you can make your dude.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I mean, if you guys
It's
want to
got
talk
some
about
customization.
real-time strategy,
Warhammer.
might get me on board with
Warhammer.
that.
Have you ever played any Warhammer games?
I
Really
played
good.
a lot of not Command and Control.
They have Total War, I
Command
think.
and Conquer?
Total War,
Conquer New
Warhammer.
Verde?
Yeah, isn't it called Command and Conquer Red Alert?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tiberian War.
I played a shit ton of
Command and
every
Conquer
one
is
of
great.
those.
You into RTS?
Yeah.
So am I.
Unicube boys?
I'm into only me because I'm the only cutest boy.
I guess that
Like-
list was based off of like longevity for series that were series and were featured in multiple games. I guess.
I guess.
Fallout needs to be up
That's why
there.
Azeroth was on there, super high. even
I mean,
though
that should
would be
have
pretty
been
low for me.
on there. I mean, that game.
Azeroth was
I
2.
mean, it's definitely a big
Two.
deal.
I agree with that. I think it's in the perfect spot.
I would say that I don't know. I don't know enough RPG stuff to really have too much of an opinion. I
At least
think
they
that a lot of
didn't.
those should
At least they
exist.
didn't do a bullshit thing, and they're like Pokemon Sapphire, and then upward somewhere on the list is Pokemon Moon.
Yeah.
Or
Right.
something
Blue
stupid. Yeah.
Moon Ultra Edition.
Or they say like Ogremar was one, and then
Well, Ben, now that you have
Cosmodine
time,
was
do
another.
you want to talk about the Switch in a positive manner? Usually we have.
Y'all,
I mean,
don't
we
you always crap
don't
on
we
the
don't
Switch?
choose to have it, but there's usually an article that's negative about the Switch, which we didn't happen to have, except if you want to be complaining.
yeah,
that
so we
you're
could
not
just
getting
shit
the
all
same
over what
games
you
on the
have to
Switch.
say.
But if you want to give it any love, feel free.
No, I have plenty of love for the Switch. I've enjoyed it. What do y'all not like about it?
Oh,
Did y'all have a Switch? Or does anyone here have a Switch?
No,
I'm not wasting my time.
why would we? Come on.
We will in years.
Yeah. I mean, it's
I'll wait for the
It'll
Switch
kind of be like
re-release.
I
the
mean, it's just
amiibos.
launched.
At some point, it would have been cool to collect.
I would say at this point, if you're not a super big Nintendo fan like I am, then there's probably no point for you to have a Switch.
Correct.
But I would
That's the
also
issue.
argue at this point in life, there's not a lot of games, period, to play really on any console, or like at least not for me that I'm super interested in. Right?
That's kinda
Untrue.
what- that's what Chris was
Barbie
saying.
Puppy Rescue.
Kind of
Yeah,
started.
it feels super dry right now in terms
I mean,
of like creativity.
Q1 was murder with games.
And that's
Yeah.
the thing is that
Oh, yeah.
it kind of ruined me for this year. Just
So
like
many
I was
games.
so like yeah, and then also I was like, oh shit, no, I'm not.
I don't know. Yours not
Catch up
over.
on all
I'm
your
still
stories.
looking for a gem somewhere. I've
Well,
been
there will be,
debating
but
like
it's
Dead
like I feel like I
Cells or
have
something.
months now. I don't have like a month that I have to wait. I have to wait like September,
Septiembre.
Yeah.
August.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
What?
That's
Let's
fine.
get
No,
contact
you're fine. I'm gonna let it slide. So what? Ben, what do you have pre-ordered that you moved over your pre-orders for?
I canceled all my pre-orders.
Nice.
I'm gonna.
You just need to buy that off of Amazon. 'cause
Yeah.
it's
Oh, I'm
20%.
gonna pre-order everything off Amazon. I'm gonna
Yeah.
get Mario Odyssey.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna get Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Yep.
The first game pissed me off to no end.
Really?
Oh yeah.
It did have
Also,
Darth Maul.
Pissed me off to no end. No.
Shut up,
The
Brooks.
first, if y'all played the old Battlefield or Battlefront
Battlefront.
back in
Hell
the day,
yes.
this was nothing like that. This was
It
Battlefield
was
with
a
a Star Wars
33% of it. Yeah, it was
And-
rough.
and
The
no
token-
campaign, which was a huge part of the older ones, like
Yeah,
especially the second one.
The second one with the Galactic
Dude,
Conquest.
okay,
Oh,
thank
yeah,
you
that
for
was
bringing
so
that up.
fun.
Galactic Conquest was,
That shit was
the
amazing.
greatest.
I played Galactic Conquest for hours and
Yep.
hours.
Ditto.
And even replayed the campaign with like the side story about like the clones who then become like stormtroopers.
Oh, the 501st?
The 501st.
Oh,
Dude,
so good.
that's some of like the coolest
So
shit
good.
like any Star Wars game. Like it was so fun.
Yeah, I didn't like the whole token thing to get a hero
Oh yeah.
instead of like if you
Based off
kicked ass.
performance, yeah.
Yeah.
All the microtransactions, the heroes were underpowered.
I
Like, you
think
didn't feel
though
powerful
it
at
comes a
all.
lot from Battlefront not coming from an era of like online shooters.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I'm sure if they did the whole like hero thing based on performance, we'd be pissed all the time because I think it's safe to say we all suck at games.
Yeah, like, but that's the thing is like I feel like if you have good enough matchmaking, you can get around that. Like I ran
guess.
into, for me like that's my Overwatch experience of like I'll kick ass in like 3 or 4 games in a row, and then it'll obviously shuffle me into a higher skill deck, and then I'll just suck for like a 2 or 3 matches, and they'll kick me back.
That is
down.
the story of my placement games for ranked.
Yep.
Yeah.
I will win like the first one. I'll be like, yeah, and then I get 9 losses because I
Oh,
did
dude.
so good, gold everything.
Yeah, I don't do. I
You
don't
get
do
teabagged
ranks.
by a bunch of 12-year-olds.
Yeah, exactly.
You feel oddly molested.
I do.
Plus,
Yeah,
there's
I
the
do.
split screen in the original Battlefront, or the
Mhm.
older Battlefront, right?
Mhm.
That pissed me off too, because I don't like really playing online anymore. It's not as much fun as it used to be, where as good as they say the matchmaking is going to be, it's always terrible. You always end up playing with people, at least in my opinion, that are way better than me, and I'm just not very good at playing online anyway.
Well, I mean, back then we dedicated more time when we were kids. We could dedicate more time
Yeah.
to getting really good because we would just sit there and play for like 4 hours.
That's
But now
true.
that we're all adults, it's like when we're playing an online game, we only play for like an hour, 30
I
minutes.
don't know. I could probably play at work. So
Well, I mean, that sounds
Yes, goals.
speaking of, are we gonna do it at work?
I play FIFA at work. You guys should too.
Nice.
Maybe. Actually, I'll never play FIFA at work. I can commit to that.
Why not?
I
It's
would-
such a great game.
I just don't like soccer. So
Yeah, well, you're a crazy.
I heard
person.
that Atlanta won the game 1-0,
Mhm.
and it was all the hype
Yeah, because it was a
because
really good
a
game.
goal was scored.
Oh, shut up, Brooks.
Ooh.
Ooh, yeah.
You know, it's just like hockey. I hear the same shit about hockey, and then you take a person to one game in
Horse
person,
hockey.
and then it's just like, holy
I don't think
shit,
it's allowed to compare.
that's
the
a
two.
lot of fun.
I can see that being fun live to watch.
Hockey
is.
makes sense because there's so much like boys touching, like just
Is that what you picture?
so
boys
many
touching.
colliding of
Is that what
boys.
you picture gay sex to be like? Just
No, that's what I observe.
That's what I fantasize.
That's what I participate. Well, we were a bunch of jerks.
We have been.
We had Ben,
So,
and
We're back.
he was here. I was Brooks.
you were. Not anymore.
I am Chris, and will always be Chris.
Maddie.
I used to be Johnny.
And
What are you now?
well, he's Amazon John.
Amazon John.
He's
the new,
John.
I'm the new Ben, apparently.
Well, he is John technically.
I am John.
And
Is it
yeah,
soft
Ben is new
Jen?
Ben.
Is it soft?
No, that
jazz?
junk is
Soft
hard.
Jean.
Young.
Jean Jones.
Ooh.
John
John.
Jones.
Oh, I wish
of-
I could be John
What's your
Jones.
name?
Yep. Supergirl caught up to the crossover. event.
Crossover. Oh.
So, all right. Well, get out.
Bye.
Bye.
Love,
Bye.
love you. Cut the feed.
Did you guys already do an episode on E3?
Oh yeah, it's like 10 of them.
Dude,
Too many.
I don't know about y'all, but
Louder.
E3 blew chunks for me.
It did.
We gave it a C. It was originally a B,
But
and then
then.
we gave it a C.
who would you give the strongest and the least strong conference?
Well, PlayStation had the most for me, so therefore but that's the thing is I know that not everybody
One
likes
fair,
PlayStation
six
stuff like I
comments.
do.
Yeah.
What are the
So,
comments say?
I like PlayStation stuff, and I still thought their conference was kind of weak. They had technical issues out the butt.
Well,
at
that's the thing
beginning.
is it's like looking at each one. Nobody really had
The
anything that was
guest
like,
stars.
holy
Yeah.
fuck.
There was no clear
Yes.
winner,
No.
like at all.
Guest stars. We have a famous YouTuber, and the YouTuber was like,
Fuck.
Oh, that guy, that was horrible.
Dude
that
was-
sucked.
afterwards, I would have gotten so fucked up after, like, just so I could forget everything.
Someone
that
even
was
tweeted
trash.
him about that, by the way. They were like, dude, you blew that. And he was like, I know, believe me.
Oh,
like,
that
yeah.
sucks. Poor guy.
well, that's the thing. I mean, I can understand, like, there's a difference between doing YouTube, you're in your house,
He
you're
said too,
comfortable.
though,
Oh,
that
yeah.
it had to do a lot with the sound text that they weren't giving the right cues to people.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
did you
that's-
guys start
that's-
the Zoom?
No.
Was that during Sony's conference?
No. That was a different conference.
I was gonna get it, man.
Um,
I thought Xbox's conference was the weakest.